5 seconds. Let's pull up the crypto. The crypto, so I keep my eye on that, because if that goes up to 17.5, I'm going to sell some more. Sell some more.
Les Peter Guitar Jam. Moo.
Moo.
Moo. Moo.
Ding, ding, moo.
Michael Haskey.
Michael Askey.
Hi, Nay.
What's up, buddy? How's it going? I like getting that Bitcoin price right in there, dude. Look at that. Now we got 3 people watching over there. Now let's figure out why we can't see how many people are watching over on the show. There it is. Okay, I see the issue, I think. We're going to go like this. Go like that. Okay, now we're going to go like this. Both flat.
Sean,
It's
a.k.a.
freaking
Trendy
beautiful.
Orca.
I love it.
Good
Okay.
evening to the best podcaster
Sean,
of all time, Trendy
what's
Nay.
up, buddy? Been missing you in the shows. It's good to see you. I know you can't make it to all of them. I notice when you don't make it to every single one now, you know, because I'm so used to you being there. So I'm going to get my bong ready because it is 420. And I got to get the ashes out of this. Smoke with my girlfriend, but she can smoke. That girl can smoke a bong rip, man. I was watching her today, and, you know, I need to kind of take a bong hit and then I take a little break. You know how I smoke. Man, she just keeps hitting it and hitting it and hitting it. She's got the capacity to just smoke. But then once she finished that first bowl, I was like, here's another bite. She's like, I'm good. I was like, see? Steady and slow wins the race. Okay, so, this is the, cherry pie, so it's a quick load. So I was talking to Cyber, that I was telling him that I was talking to Mark back there in California about getting my Jeep back here.
Patrick John Welder.
But
what in the good Lord is a 100-mile kill?
That's when
Restream.io. Congratulations. You've received 100 messages today with Restream chat. Sean, a.k.a. Trendy Orca. Hell yeah, Nay, cheers to you. You deserve all awards.
That's what happens when a Russian Su-57 launches a 100-mile ranged missile at a Ukrainian Su-27 and takes it down from 100 miles away. Dude, it's like, you know, another fucking zip code. All right, no law regarding cannabis. It's 420 Cyber.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers, everybody. Cheers,
everybody.
Patrick John Welder. That's 3 zip codes. That's so crazy. FJI rocks tea. Bong rips for that. Cheers. Patrick John Welder. But of course Ukraine is winning the war, LOL.
Brother, let's talk about that. So I saw a tweet today, and it was reflecting on what a Russian commander had said, that we're going back to Kherson. You know, everybody's all celebrating. The Ukrainians are going over there and hoisting a little flag in a square of a little village somewhere, trying to act like they've taken over the whole thing, and they haven't.
Sean,
they've
a.k.a.
taken 1/3
Trendy
back.
Orca. Never say never when it comes to Russia.
What I said about Russia, and I said this weeks ago, I said winter's coming. They're probably going to pull people out so they can, you know, get warm, go visit their families, do whatever, and get healthy again and send them back after the winter's done. They're going to let the winter pound the shit out of these Ukrainian soldiers, and while they're there, they'll probably lob in some rockets and drone strikes and mortar attacks into Kherson, right, while they're outside of it, just to brutalize the Ukrainians, you know, and then as soon as winter's over, I feel, you know, Russia, or sooner, you know, if you taunt Russia enough, and you know they get a wild hair up their ass to just kind of, like they do, They're very reactive. If you do something like when they blew up that bridge or they blew up that pipeline, Russia didn't fucking sit around. They immediately responded. They're like, "Oh, you want to do that? Okay, well, we got a bunch of drones. We're gonna start drone attacking you. Oh, you want to blow up our fucking pipeline, or you want to blow up that bridge, whichever it was. I can't remember what happened first. Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna take out 80% of your fucking infrastructure that runs power in your capital. You know, what we left them with like 40% of the main capital without power. I don't know. Does anybody know what the status is of that right now? They don't seem to be reporting on it, so I haven't heard. I'm assuming the power is fucking still out there because how do you repair all that shit? When you're under fire and shit. I don't know. But maybe they have repaired it. I have no idea. One thing's for sure. So what someone said on Twitter was really good because there were all the just like what Patrick said. But of course, Ukraine is winning the war. You know how many people say it seriously? It's crazy. So it's post after post after post. You don't know what you're talking about. Ukraine's gonna win. Ukraine's been winning this. You guys are turning and running. Blah blah blah. Post after 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 post. I was like crazy, right? And then I saw one post that had said, anyone who's ever misjudged Russia made a huge mistake. This war is just starting. And that post got 3 likes. Nobody sees it. Nobody's responding to it. Of course, Twitter is hiding it, so nobody can see it over there on that. Because, they'd be going fucking crazy about that shit. But well said. And that's the way I look at it. Don't underestimate your enemy. When you make someone your enemy, don't sit there and act like that just because you've made them your enemy, that everybody in the world is going to fucking back you up and you're going to be triumphant over them. Just because you made them your enemy doesn't mean that they're the evil ones. The evil ones might just be you. And there was a lot of posts in there that dealt with that said, the people of Donbass are going to be celebrating when Russia comes back. So, and there's other ones as well. Really interesting posts. I'm not going to go through them, but I just, we've been right about this from the very start. We're always right about it because it's just so silly. All you ever have to do is just report the opposite of what American mainstream media is saying, and you're going to be 100% correct. It's so obvious what's going on. My mom and I were talking about this at the table, and I was like, of course, they want to prolong this war as long as possible. And America does too. I said, if Biden and the Americans wanted to go in there and win this, they could very easily. They'd go in there. They got the rockets. They got the air power. They've got the boats to come in there and submarines. We've absolutely got it. But the fact is, if we did that, the war would end. And then the United States loses its great fighting sparring partner, so it can keep spending its money on those expensive boxing gloves, which is all basically what they're doing when you think about it. They're just kid gloves, so, for them. Because all the people spending the money, they're not getting hurt. It's the people that are, actually down there on the battlefield that are getting killed. And the people that are making the money, they don't care about that. They don't care about you people. They don't care about your lives. They don't care about the land. They don't care about Ukraine. They don't care about anything but making more money. Because pretty much they know, just like everybody else knows, that we don't have a lot of time left, and who fucking cares? Just like Donald Trump's like, who fucking cares? We don't have a lot of time left anyway. Do you really think that Donald Trump thinks that we're going to be around forever, and that's why he's putting his name up on everything? And I don't buy it. I don't buy it at all. I think he knows. He's got Mar-a-Lago. He's got his insurance company saying, hey, man, the water levels are rising so much to the point you're going to lose Mar-a-Lago. You're right there on the fucking coast. You're going to lose that fucking... And he knows. So he's just going to go in there and say it's a Chinese hoax. And he's going to sell all those fucking lies that you guys are going to swallow. And if he becomes president again, ooh, boy. Who knows what kind of fucked up shit we're in for if Donald Trump gets the presidency again. My God. I could just imagine every single person that tried to impeach him, every single person that ever spoke out against him. I could just see this massive campaign by him and his corrupt fucking thugs going out there and jailing people for their speech, Where's Iceman?
No idea. I didn't even know he was in here to begin with.
Huh.
Bigfoot. Like you're jailing PPL for J6.
Like you're jailing people for January 6th? I don't get it, Bigfoot. What do you mean? It's just kind of like, just kind of seems like a fragmented thought. What? Oh. I see what you're saying. You're saying me. You're calling me a fucking Democrat? Like I'm jailing people for January 6th? What makes you think I'm a fucking Democrat, dude? You think I voted for Joe Biden? You think the air you're breathing is real?
So I just unstaked all of my Crow for my Crypto.com debit card. I'm going to explain why I decided to do that, which is a huge decision for me. This is the first time I have not had an active Crypto.com card in like 3 years or so. So let me dive into a few things. I'm going to talk about what Chris Marslick said about publishing the list of cold wallet addresses. I'm going to then talk about the story on...
If I remember correctly, it was like, I don't know, $500, $1,000, $5,000 to get that card that you had to stake. I can't remember how much I got staked to Crow to get that card.
Cointelegraph
But I'm
saying
very
that
interested
he
in
will
this.
commit to proof of reserves. I'm going to touch on what happened with BlockFi essentially shutting down and most likely going into Chapter 11. Then talking about FTX, their assets are frozen by Bahamas regulator, and SBF may face SEC investigations. And then I'm going to tie this all back to Crypto.com. So before I dive into Crypto.com, let me just go
Bigfoot.
through all the other things happening right now.
Do you believe in
we
the
have,
simulation
I believe, the CEO
hyesis?
of BlockFi.
No, the simulation theory is for people with small penises. So if you've got a small dick, your whole thing is, oh, this is all simulation. You know, in reality, I've got a large dick. So you Bigfoot, you just kind of threw your fucking whole hand out on the table for everybody to see. What's up, little dick?
2 days ago say all BlockFi products
Sup,
are
little
fully
dick? I'll do a
operational.
bong
The
hit for your little
founder
dick.
and
How about that?
COO of BlockFi said that everything is fine. But then earlier today, they said because of what happened with FTX and Alameda, they are limiting the platform activity, including pausing client withdrawals. So what we're seeing are CEOs say that everything's fine 2 days ago or a day before, and then they freeze withdrawals. And that is what Sam Bankman-Fried said as well. About a day before everything went down, he said everything was fine. They have all the assets to repay everybody. Now we realize he was doing possibly very illegal things.
Right.
And has, I believe, an $8 billion hole where he was trading customer assets. Remember Alex Mashinsky, about a day before they paused
Right, he said everything was
withdrawals,
fine.
said that everything's fine and
Everything's
nobody has a problem
fine.
taking money out of the
Right.
platform.
How'd I know he was
This
gonna
is
say
a
that?
pattern right now. You're
Everything's
getting
fine.
CEOs
It's
saying
all-
everything's
everything's
fine,
fine.
and then a day or two later, everything
Bankruptcy,
is not fine.
right?
So bringing it back
Oh,
to Crypto.com and letting you know why I decided to
I just
unstake
took
my Crow.
all
So
my
earlier
Bitcoin
today
off
or
of
yesterday,
Crypto.com.
Chris said that they will publish the list of cold wallet addresses
And
and
I do have
balances
some
for
Crow
major
over there. I
assets
need to go look at
within
that.
24 hours. So this is his last tweet,
Bigfoot.
which again is around
In
6
just
hours
digging
ago.
down
And
to what you're really
Cointelegraph
talking
picked
about.
up the story and said,
Dude, what I'm about, you know, I'll tell you what I'm about, okay? I'm about things that I can prove with science or with my own eyes. That kind of stuff. You know, I understand that that once we die, we're dead, and there's no heaven, there's no, you know, place you go. You're not going to be a ghost. You're not going to be a fucking some entity. You're not going to be some, you know, you got to make the most of the life that you have right now, and that's basically it, bro. You just have to live in the reality of that whatever you got, and whatever your reality is, you got to make it better. If you're not happy with it, or if you're happy, keep it. You know, maybe you got a great reality, and that's good. But, you know, some people need to step their realities up. because they're leaning on the promise of an afterlife as, or, like you said, a simulation or whatever the excuse is for your misery as a reason to not go out and get a fucking job, get some money, buy some crypto, start learning how to trade, make some fucking money, and be driving a fucking Lamborghini like a boss. Anybody can do it. Dude, I was watching Carl the Moon today. He was interviewing a 15-year-old kid who's a crypto fucking master. 15 years old. There's no excuse for anybody out there. If a 15-year-old can do it, all of y'all can fucking do it. So, quit delving into all of these theories and conspiracy things like you're some kind of a goddamn, like you think you're fucking Magnum PI and you're gonna solve some shit, and then like and even if you did, like anybody would give a fuck what you have to say. Like you'd be able to put it on social media and people would listen to you. We're fucking delusional like that. We think that's gonna happen. And you're going into these things that don't fucking matter. Here's something that matters. What if your power goes out tomorrow and it never comes back on? I'm going to do this bong hit and you think about that. Your power goes out tomorrow, what are you going to do? And it never comes back on ever again. What are you going to do? Smoke to that. Bottom of the hour. Cyber?
Cheers.
Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, everybody. In the chat, that's Bigfoot, Sean, Patrick, FJ. Cheers to you guys. And over here on the Rumble, we are Nays Garden on Rumble, guys. That is Cyber. Cyber is the only one over there. I'll refresh the chat, but yeah, we just have Cyber over there, and it says 3 watching. So, hello to all 3 of you on Rumble. Subscribe to my channel. Maybe you'll be able to chat, or verify your accounts with an email for Rumble, so you can chat in my chat. All right, cheers.
Cheers.
Bigfoot. Fair enough, I'm not a conspiracy guy either because you have to go through 100 of them to find something real. Waste of time. FJI rocks T. I'm not much of a rumbler.
Good, because we don't really talk about conspiracy theories here.
That the CEO, Chris Marszalek, is
FJI
going to
rocks
provide proof of reserves.
Although
so as you
Steve
can
will
see
do it,
here,
getting on
I
actually got
unstaked
me
my
to use
crow.
it,
And those of
LOL.
you saying that I'm going to cause a bank run on Crypto.com, no, I'm not. I do not have the influence to do that. And if they are fully liquid and have the reserves, then there wouldn't be a problem even with a bank run, which is what Chris Marszalek said. So do whatever you want with this information. I am not telling you to do what I did at all. Do whatever the heck you want. But if I scroll down here, you can see I unstaked my 10,000 crow, which was again around like $1,000 or
Okay,
so.
so
Now I have no
$1,000.
card, right? If I click stake, it will say, what card do you want? And this is a little bit weird because, again, I mean, I've used my card for years and I may buy the card again. And if I do, I'm going to have to buy $4,000 worth of crow. So why did I unstake? Well, for a few reasons. One, I wanted the ability to possibly sell the crow if things got a little bit shaky, right? We don't know what's going to happen right now.
Dude,
Second,
this
the
guy-
Netflix and Spotify...
This guy is the freaking Mr. Fragile Hands. What do they call those guys? You got Diamond Hands, that's me. And they got this guy who's like Mr. fucking... Oh, I know what it is. It's, Chicken Little. He's got Chicken Little Hands. This guy's Mr. Chicken Little Hands. Oh no, the sky is falling. I've just lost some money on Crow. I'm gonna dump it. That's not how you do crypto, dummy. Yeah, this is definitely not financial advice that this guy is giving anybody. He's an idiot. But I'm really thankful for the research he does on Celsius because it's been very helpful to me. But don't ever listen to this guy he's the one that put his money in Celsius too, right? He's an idiot just like me. At the same time, some of these things that he does that it doesn't even fucking make sense, man. Keep that goddamn staked goddamn crow in there, dude. You're making so much interest off that. Now you're
Awards,
making nothing.
which I've talked about for years, that I love, which I do. I'm going to have about 3 more months of those, and then those are going to go away. So on the very bottom, it says expires 6 months after card activation. And I believe, if my memory serves, I think it was August, where anybody who already had the card, it would start that 6 months then. It could have been July. So maybe 2 to 3 more months, and then I was no longer going to get Netflix and Spotify. So the card benefits after losing Netflix and Spotify were really going to get to the point of being not that great. And taking a look at the computer here, the benefits of these cards went down significantly a couple months ago.
Wow.
So the card I had right here,
That's
the
not
Royal
a good
Indigo
sign.
Jade Green, it was a 2% back card, and there was a monthly rewards cap of $50. So that's not super amazing. I mean, the Coinbase card, I believe you're getting 4%, and even my Capital One normal card, it's 1.5%. So for 0.5% more using a debit card and it being capped at $50 a month, it was beginning to feel like more hassle than it's worth. And then the fact, again, that I was going to be losing Spotify and Netflix in about 2 to 3 months, it just made me feel like, you know what, right now, I don't really need the card. The higher level card...
Understand how stupid this guy is. He gets a card that spends crypto, right? I've got the same card. It's in my fucking wallet right now. I got the exact same card. He's got the Emerald, right? He's got that card, and he's using it to get 2% cash back on his purchases, while what he's spending is his crypto that's going down in value. So he's purchased the crypto, right? He loaded it into the card. The value of the crypto goes down, and there he is. While it's going down over the last, crypto's been dropping for the last, 4 or 5 months. It's just been going down, 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 the value of it. And this guy gets a credit card and starts spending crypto like it's money. It's like, I don't even understand that reasoning. He is the Chicken Little Hands. He is Mr. Chicken Little Hands, man. I mean,
cards though, $40,000 and $400,000.
I can't believe what he's done.
They have unlimited Spotify and Netflix. You are not going to lose those.
Look
And
at
they
where
also have all these other
Bitcoin
benefits.
is right now,
So again,
16.9, guys.
This is not me
It's about,
telling
it
you
might
what
hit
to do.
17.
I'm just explaining to
If
you
it didn't
why
already.
I did what I did.
Anybody
Months
notice
ago,
if it
I
hit
already
17?
told you that I only had Crow on my app. I took off all my other altcoins because after Celsius, honestly, I don't really trust any centralized exchange to hold a lot of my crypto, because getting 2, 3, 4, or 5%, whatever, on your crypto is just not that worth it. I would rather self-custody it in a wallet like Trust, Exodus, or a hardware wallet like a Ledger Nano
Okay,
or
didn't
a
hit
Trezor.
17.
Both of those links are below, and I highly suggest you pick one up. But then I saw this. So somebody sent this to me today, and let me just pull this
2
up.
hours
This
ago,
was a
it hit
screenshot
17.
that somebody shared with me. So Crypto.com right here supposedly has around
2.5 hours ago.
$2.4
Almost 3
billion
hours.
dollars of assets. And if you take a look at the assets with the most USD value, the top one is going to be Crow. So that is $630 million worth of tokens. The second one is SHIB token, which I think is kind of a shitcoin, personally. And that is $559 million. Then we have ETH, USDC, and Tether going down the list there, which are, in my opinion, much more reliable than SHIB which if Elon decides to say SHIB is crap, the market's going to tank, 30% in a day. So Chris said that they'll publish the list of cold wallet addresses within 24 hours. Now, part of me thinks that, well, it shouldn't take that long to just literally copy and paste addresses. Maybe it's taking longer because of the balances part of it. Maybe they want to do it in a cute little blog post. I don't really know. But the fact that it's going to take 24 hours to publish some wallet addresses is a little concerning in my opinion, and maybe that's just being overblown. And going back here for Crow, they hold around 27% of the entire supply, which isn't too unusual. FTX held, I believe, 99% of their token FTT, which was why it crashed so tremendously when they were selling it, because there were very few buyers and they held, again, most of the supply. I wish that their second largest token was not SHIB token, but that is what it is. That makes up about a fourth of their entire reserves, 600 million or so out of 2.4.
Is he really that stupid that he calls it SHIB token and not Shiba Inu? Does he not know what Shiba Inu is and he calls it a shit coin?
$4 billion. And again, this may not be
Big Merc
completely
83.
accurate. There may be more reserves
Sup,
here.
yo.
Maybe they do hold onto coins in different quantities.
Everything's a
but
shit
this,
coin to someone
in
who hasn't
combination
made
with the
money
fact
off
that
something,
all of
you
these
know?
other CEOs have said that everything's fine a day or two before they aren't, and the fact that, to be honest, like, I've never personally talked to Chris Marszalek. I've never talked to him on the phone. He's never reached out to me as like, hey, you're an influencer or whatever. You make videos and, you know, I want to take you out to dinner. So I don't know the guy personally. To be
Dude, you're not a fucking influencer. I gotta tell him that right now. You are not an influencer. Get over yourself, Mr. Chicken Little Hands. I'm calling him Mr. Chicken Little Hands. I'm like, you are not an influencer. Get over yourself, Mr. Chicken Little Hands. You guys like that? I do. I like it a lot. I'll talk
be
some
honest,
shit.
I did meet Alex.
Talk some
Masinski.
shit on this podcast.
I met him in Vegas. I took a picture with him, and again, a day or two before things went south, he was saying that everything's fine. He was trying to get people with promo codes into the platform to bring more money in there, and he was desperately trying to not go under. And just to let you know, I did not sell my crow yet. This is my 10,000 plus a little bit extra crow. I moved it to my DeFi wallet. So it is there just chilling. I can sell it if I want to. I may not sell it. If I see no reason to sell the crow, then I won't. And if I want to get the card again, I will have to spend more money.
Dude, he was probably getting a crow coin like every, I'm going to guess and say like every 2 days. Or, you know, something like that. He's probably getting just on $1,000, dude. He's getting good interest on that every day. He's not getting any of that anymore. He totally shut it off.
Money to get the card. But I told you all the reasons why I did it. There's a little bit of mistrust in just CEOs in general. And
you're an idiot, dude. You know, it's because of people like him that we get these FUD drops in the market where, you know, everybody shits a brick when the Fed releases some kind of a report. There's some kind of a, you know, a scandal that goes on, or any other sort of an event taking on a worldwide event. And people like him, these little fucking pussies, literally just lose their fucking shit. You know? And you gotta be fucking diamond hands like me, bro. You gotta go buy some shit and you gotta hold that shit. That's all. You gotta fucking learn how to hold that shit. That motherfucker needs to work on these. He needs to do these, you know. That'll increase his forearm strength and give him a stronger grip. So he'll be able to fucking get a grip on crypto, because he has no grip on, you know, it's as much as I've watched him, I've wondered certain things about him, because he's made comments and things, $100 there and shit. And I'm like, what's he doing? I wonder how far invested in crypto this guy really is. But I didn't realize what kind of, you know, decisions he was making, except for the fact that he chose Celsius like I did. You know? I'm sorry about the brightness on this camera. It was just acting kind of weird. There, that's better. We want to be in real time. Hey man, Harmony 1 is almost where it was when I purchased it. With the wrong card, with a credit card. I mean, with a debit card instead of a credit card. So I got it at 0153, I think, and it's at 0152 right now. So these are exciting times. Harmony is slowly moving itself up while the market is going sideways. And I'm noticing, because I know where I bought it at, you know. And Matic isn't going that far, sadly. But, you know, other ones are excelling, like Binance. Whoa, dude, Binance is not $842. What is that? Dude, oh my God, Binance coin is $842. It's gone up 132%. Holy shit, dude. Check your balances, folks, if you're holding some Binance. Oh my goodness. That's going to be a nice boost. While everything else is just going sideways. BNB. What the fuck, dude? What is going on? Am I looking at the wrong thing here? This, on here, it says it's only $289 for Binance. Over there, it says it's $842. Maybe it's a...
Bigfoot. Even when crypto bounces back, aren't you concerned about what will happen when the Fed releases its own coin?
Someone else asked that earlier today. No, I don't know anything about it. What do you know about the Fed releasing its own coin? Dude, did Binance just explode or not? I got 289.30 for Binance at negative 4.5 down. This thing says 132% up. That's $842. You guys, you want to see this? It's crazy.
Bigfoot.
Look.
You know 100x more about crypto than me.
Look at this right here, dude. I don't know what that is. I don't know why Binance is saying it's 131% up. And it's $839. I got 289 right there on my app here. So I don't know why that's reading 839. It's so weird. Well, let's just say the high, right? The high and the low. Yeah, the high was 304 and the low was 280. That says the low was 320 and the high was 1439. Dude, what the fuck's going on, man? What kind of a typo is, what kind of a fucking error is that with Binance? I should probably refresh the page. Isn't that funny? Isn't this funny right here? Binance,
It's
dude.
weird.
Well, Uniswap is +6. Luna is +3. That's cool. I got a little bit of Luna. But nothing is really, exciting. Jimmy Dore has a video called El Salvador Loses Big on Bitcoin Gamble. Maybe we should watch that.
So El Salvador bet on Bitcoin. And so this article is from October 2021. They put all
The problem is you shouldn't bet on anything, man. If you're going to invest in it, invest in it. Shut the fuck up, Jimmy.
this money into Bitcoin, and it failed. They lost $60 million already, and this is from October 13th of 2022. So a year later, whoever guessed that a guy who looks like that would be into Bitcoin?
Is that where MS-13 is?
I don't know.
Yes.
So that's that new young president that made all these promises, and he's kind of is forced to work with them, much like their Ukrainian Nazis, let's say. Yeah, he's a scumbag, that guy.
It has been more than a year since El Salvador made history by becoming the first country to make Bitcoin legal tender, and so far, 37-year-old resident Edgardo Acevedo has found a nationwide crypto experiment to be relatively
Bigfoot.
anticlimactic.
Is Jimmy gaslighting
I don't think
me
anything
on
has
crypto?
changed except that the country is more recognized than before, but the economic life of Salvadorians remains the same or worse than a few years ago. And he's a development engineer working in the capital city of San Salvador. According to him, while Bitcoin has become a topic of conversation, adoption remains low. And he has personally found that there are very few businesses that accept the world's biggest cryptocurrency and even fewer Salvadorians who wish to pay in the digital token. What has improved is the issue of violence and crime, but economically, I can say that nothing has changed. And that's what happened. Bitcoin, look at that. It's going straight down. Look at that.
Wow.
Boom.
Also, violence and crime. That's all for show. I was watching a whole thing about it. MS-13
Oh, really?
turns the crime down a little bit, and then when they want to show.
He's such a fucking idiot. You guys see what Jimmy's showing right there?
Yeah.
He's showing Bitcoin from November 8th, 2021. And at the top it says Market Summary Bitcoin.
Straight down. Look at that.
Wow.
Boom.
Right? You know, if he was going to show a market summary of Bitcoin, you know, and not try to fucking gaslight his audience with a fucking lie of a goddamn chart, he would just go and show a live Bitcoin chart like I can show you right now on my phone. I'm just going to click on Bitcoin and I'll show you the all-time what Bitcoin really looks like. That's what Bitcoin... Does that look like what Jimmy Dore is showing his audience?
Not really.
Do you realize that flat line, that's the beginning of Bitcoin, right? That flat green line, that's when it started. And then it went bump, bump, and then it went bam, went way up. Now it's come down, but there's still movement upwards. If you understand how charts work, allow me to show you here. See the way I've got this on here? That's the movement. That's called upward movement over the lifetime of it. He doesn't want to show you that. He wants you to think that Bitcoin is failing. So he shows you from the highest point that it ever was to right now. He shows you the height, you know, this was the most Bitcoin ever was. November 8th, 2021. And then just shows you, oh, here's a typical freaking bear market of Bitcoin that's happened before. And this is how Jimmy fucking Dore thinks he lays evidence out, with fucking dumbass Kurt Metzger back there fucking nodding his fucking head like a bobblehead.
Of violence and crime, but economically, I can say that nothing has changed.
You know, said one dude from El Salvador. You guys notice that? Not an expert in crypto at all. Just a dude. Did you notice that? That's what that whole thing was from. One guy just said that. Oh, okay. One guy's opinion. All right, but you know, he's reporting on this like it's gospel.
And that's what happened. Bitcoin, look at that. It's going straight down. Look at that.
Wow.
Boom.
Also, violence and crime. That's all for show. I was watching a whole thing about it. MS-13
Oh, really?
turns the crime down a little bit, and then when they want to show who's boss, they turn it up again.
Really?
Yeah, there's a whole... You look it up. It's interesting.
It has been a rocky time with the project not living up to the grand promises made by the country's popular and outspoken Nayib Bukele. The use of Bitcoin in El Salvador appears to be low, as the currency has lost about 60% of its value since the experiment started, and the country still faces plummeting economic growth and a high deficit. El Salvador's debt to GDP ratio, a key metric used to compare what a country owes and what it generates, it's set to hit nearly an 87% this year. stoking fears that the nation isn't equipped to settle its loan obligations. So it has a debt to GDP ratio of 87%. I don't know exactly what that means.
Yeah.
Even as it retires...
Oh, wait, 87% of his GDP is debt? Is that what it means?
I don't know.
Oh.
Even as it retires some of its outstanding debts, the country's domestic and multilateral loan obligations pose a real threat, in part because the world's biggest lenders aren't too keen to give cash to a country betting its future on one of the most volatile assets on the planet. Pair these economic woes with a renewed war on gang violence, and the country is barreling towards uncertainty. The government claims the developments as a success,
Bigfoot.
but most local commentators
Boy,
and
if you
international
caught that last
watchers
peak and
are
sold your load.
underwhelmed. As
Imagine
part of the
how
law,
much Bitcoin
prices
you
are
could
now
Why
have
do you skip
right
sometimes,
now.
something?
as part are underwhelmed. Local commentators and international watchers
Yeah, says Rachel Zimba, founder of Zimba Insights, told CNBC, yeah, whatever, you're some fucking business person that probably has everything to gain by making crypto look bad. Whatever. And for some reason, Jimmy jumps on this shit. Like a fucking misinformant that he is. You fucking misinformant, Jimmy.
are underwhelmed.
You know,
As
at
part of the
this
law,
point, Jimmy, I'd like to spit on you just like you spit on Alex Jones. How about that, you motherfucker?
Prices are now sometimes listed in Bitcoin. Tax contributions can be paid with the digital currency, and exchanges in the Bitcoin will not be subject to capital gains tax.
Do you
Really?
hear the fucking way he's talking? Do you hear that fucking little condescending tone he's got now? Do you hear that little bitch tone he's taking? What a little bitch he's become. You're a little
That's a good-
bitch, Jimmy.
So if you buy some Bitcoin and it goes up in value, you don't have to pay tax on that.
So it's that volatile that's not enough of a...
So that's them trying to prop it up.
Because I would think that would be a real attractive thing.
You would think.
Yeah.
But crucially, Bukele promoted the law as a way to expand financial inclusion, which is no small thing for a country where approximately 70% of the population does not have access to traditional bank financial services, according to the Bitcoin law. To help facilitate national adoption of Bitcoin, El Salvador launched a virtual wallet called Chivo, Salvadorian.
Dude, why the fuck is he talking like that? Do you guys hear that? What happened to that guy, dude? Oh my god.
Slang for cool.
He's like, you can't even listen to him anymore.
That offers a no-fee transactions, allows for quick cross-border payments, and requires only a mobile phone plus an internet connection. This seems pretty good. But a report published in April by the U.S.
Bigfoot.
National Bureau of Economic Research, it
Don't
showed that
you
only
have an Alex
20% of
Jones
those who
impersonation?
downloaded the
No,
wallet
I don't
continued to
do
use
any
it
Alex
after
Jones
spending.
impersonating you. I only snort half a line of ultra potent super male vitality in the morning. Because it's so ultra potent. Oh, that son of a bitch is live right now? Rogan proven correct on vaccines. He's such a fucking idiot. Why is there only 1,000 people watching? Is he done? Or is he just getting started? Oh, they're just getting started over there. Yo, add shitlib01 on Twitter.
Bigfoot. Ultra and
I will only snort half a line of ultra potent super male vitality in the morning because it is so ultra potent. I will listen to this music and I will literally get down on my knees and bounce around and do a dance. So kick my legs out. Kicking the legs out and dancing around
an additional $30 bonus. A survey by the El Salvador Best El Instituto de Opinión Pública, a public opinion think tank, it found that 7 in 10 Salvadorians do not think the Bitcoin law has benefited their family economy. Another survey by the Institute found that 76 out of 100 small and medium-sized enterprises in El Salvador do not accept Bitcoin payments. There seems to be evidence that most people used it primarily to get the free money from the government, but have not used it in an ongoing basis given volatility and fees. So, not working. Bitcoin's tough to use
Right.
as a payment for anything. It's tough. And plus, it's tough because it's so volatile every day. Like, you'll say, hey, I'm going to send you a payment for this thing. And by the time the payment gets to that guy, it's not worth as much anymore,
Yeah,
or
right.
it's worth way more and you overpay. So,
Also, people think it can't be traced, but actually, that's very easily traced. The FBI loves Bitcoin.
nobody's using Bitcoin to pay for shit. They're just using it as an investment vehicle. I don't even know. I wonder, didn't Elon Musk say you could use Bitcoin to buy a Tesla, but then they did take that back?
Yep.
Yeah, so they can't even use it to buy a Tesla anymore. Hey, we're doing live stand-up comedy shows. We're going to be in Austin, Texas.
There you go. He's going to be in Austin, Texas. Everybody should go on to Jimmy Dore's live stream and say, "What's up?" Shout out to at shitlib01 on Twitter. Everyone should take this, copy and paste it, and go over there to Jimmy Dore's live stream and put this in the live chat. Shout out to at shitlib01 on Twitter. Is it shitlib? Did I get that right? 2 coats? Oh shit, I got the name wrong. Uh-oh. It's not shitlib. What is it? What is it, chat? It's not shitlib. Oh, dude.
Libtard.
Libtard. No, is it really?
I don't know.
Is it?
I think it is. I'm not at you. I don't
It
even watch
is,
the dude,
bro. It's libtard. You're right. Oh my god. Okay, so it's...
I mean, I don't watch the dude, but I kind of remember what you called him. That I watched.
It is. You're right. Libtard. 01 on Twitter. Shout out to Libtard01 on Twitter. My bad. Libtard. Dude, I wonder if Lauren Boebert's gonna fucking win, dude. She's ahead by like 1,000 votes right now. She's a fucking piece of shit. She's a human piece of garbage. Dude, I got 4 people watching on the show. And over on Rumble, we've got 5 people. Okay, so we got 9 people. Okay.
Bigfoot. What's your take on Fetterman?
You know, he supports a woman's right to choose what goes on inside her body, bro. That's all that mattered for me, as far as he was concerned. And the other guy didn't. Fucking Oz does not. That's all. I just want women to have have the rights, man. You know, and Dr. Oz was not a way to get that at all. It's the stupidest thing, you know. It's so fucking stupid. But, you know, hey man, that's where fucking Oz and people like Oz and people like the guy going against Warnock, I can't think of his name. It starts with a W too, right? The football player. Yeah, against women's rights, man, you know? Can't support that shit. Fuck. You know, ranked choice voting would save Georgia a ton of money, huh? They got it in both. They got it in both Alaska and Maine. They got ranked choice voting. Imagine if they had it in Georgia; it'd save them so much money.
Here.
Cheers. Hey.
Hey.
What's
hi.
up, bro?
Cheers.
Where you been?
I've been doing some work on I got a forecast to come up with, so I've been doing some paperwork.
Righto. Righto. Well, cheers, brother. It's 7:10, man. So great timing. Cheers. Cheers, Cyber. Cheers, everybody. Everybody in the chat. Bigfoot. And Bigfoot and Bigfoot. Cheers. And
Cheers.
everybody that's over there in the I can't see it. Oh, we got Token Tony Z. We got Papa Doc 8787. Yes, I see you on Rumble, Papa Doc. And Herschel Walker. Thank you, Token Tony Z. And of course, Les Paul. Les Peter.
Bigfoot. Cheers, I'll do one with you.
Keeping my eye on crypto right now.
Raining out, Rock?
Not that I saw. Let me look again. No. But do I see water over there on the... I think it did rain a little bit. Yeah, there's water in the grass. We got a little bit of rain out there, bro. Hey, Cyber.
Hey, bro.
I just got this notice that says game may not run correctly since your video card drivers are outdated.
Yeah, update your. You can update your drivers now. I updated mine and the game ran fine.
But should I just continue normally without? I don't need to do that.
No, you should probably update your drivers. The game will probably be fine, but I would recommend to update.
Okay, I'm gonna disregard your recommendation. Oh, it says update. It says updating anyway. It says updating. Wow. Weird. Oh, it just brought up a web page for that.
I mean, the reason I didn't I rolled my driver back because I had a lot of issues, but they fixed that in the last update. And besides that, NVIDIA also ran out a hotfix for that, but the hotfix didn't work for me.
Huh.
But everything's fine now. I updated 2 days ago, and I've been playing for 2 days, and it's fine.
Okay.
No issues. The game still crashes once in a while, but no graphic issues.
Yeah, but that's what happened to me, and it gave me an error, and I could not get it off. I had to uninstall and reinstall the game.
I don't know. A new era has arrived. Playing now. Oh, the show's starting.
I'll be right back in a second.
But that's how bad journalism has gotten in America.
People of this country pick up their papers and what do they read?
Lies. You lied about Iraq, that repealing Glass-Steagall would help our economy. You tell people they can't have Medicare for all.
Why don't you tell the people the truth for a change?
It's got 4,000 viewers. We'll keep our eye on that.
The
too.
media have been bought by the people who bought our government. They have
4,000
corporate rule. One big corrupt cabal. Except I ain't playing their game anymore.
Oh no, not me.
I'm standing up and I'm calling you out.
It's a political machine.
Corporate sellouts. The people who turn their back on unions, workers, and sick, poor people.
They got another thing coming.
We're taking our goddamn country back.
And I'm gonna stay right here and fight for this lost cause. Even if this room gets filled with lies like these.
And let's blow up that fucking system!
We've got to get this man off the floor.
As soon as I become a threat, they're gonna try and shut us down.
Defend the machine, hit this guy.
CNN ran a giant smear piece.
I'm a threat, baby!
Woo! Either I'm dead right or I'm crazy.
Now the real fight starts.
Somebody will listen to me.
Keep up the great work, man.
You're killing it.
You really do speak the truth. I watch your videos all the time.
You got it, brother.
Jimmy Dore.
We all are Americans and we all need the same things. Good schools, good jobs, health care, legal pot. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. The point is...
If the Senate yields to this man, it'll become a laughing stock.
Funniest man on the planet is right here.
I really enjoyed watching you. It's funny and insightful.
Outstanding job.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Great to be here with you. I've admired you from afar.
He watches your show.
Oh, yeah? Remind me, it's good taste. Ladies and gentlemen, from the south side of Chicago, Jimmy Dore! Hi, everybody. Welcome to this week's or today's show, or whatever. I'm here with Kurt Metzger, Steph Zambrano, and we got a lot of stuff coming up. I have to get to it. No fucking around. And so I just want to show you this, right? So this is going to be the worst takes of
Is
the
Jimmy
election.
Dore gonna run for
and
Senate?
It's a friend of the show, David Sirota, and Academy Award nominee writer. Guy's got a gift. And he says, quick reminder that a narrowly divided Democratic U.S. House would let us really see if the Congressional Progressive Caucus and the Squad would change tactics and actually leverage power to do things. Would be an interesting test. Like, I thought he said that as a joke at first. I thought this was like a joke, but there was no follow. There was no.
He's really saying that they're coiled like a spring, just waiting for the chance to.
They're ready. They're ready to spring.
To leverage power. An interesting test, would it? A necessary test.
So I just want to remind everybody. So when we tried to do this before, when we actually tried to pressure them to leverage their power. And that was called force to vote. And what we wanted them, because it was such a narrow, majority that the Democrats had, that if the Squad, just a handful of them, withheld their vote for Nancy Pelosi as Speaker, she couldn't become Speaker. So now they had leverage to extract something from Nancy Pelosi for their vote for her as Speaker. They decided to do nothing. We said, hey, why don't you demand a vote for Medicare for all on the floor of the House? Because that's what everybody on the left has agreed that we need for 30 years, including Nancy Pelosi used to say that in the 90s. And so that seemed like an agreed upon thing that we all agree on the left. And then as soon as we proposed that, half the left said, no, we don't agree on that, even though they had said they agreed on it for 30 years. And they were protecting politicians. Guys like David Sirota were protecting the Squad because he's a Democrat and his wife's a Democrat and they're all professional Democrats. And he makes a big part of his living helping out Democrats. And so he came on my show and he actually pushed the lie that McCarthy could become speaker.
You had walked away.
If they
Billy
refused to vote for
Valentine.
Nancy Pelosi as speaker. Now, you know that's not
Jimmy
true.
Dore.
So if
That's
Nancy
pile of
Pelosi
their
didn't
shit
get enough
in
votes
English
to be
slang.
speaker, they just go to another round of voting. The Republicans and Kevin McCarthy could never become speaker. That wasn't even a possibility. So he knew that, but he came on to gaslight our viewers. And this is what he said.
Nancy
Do something
Pelosi,
with my
I think
wagon, huh?
ultimately at the end of the day, if you really demanded that she actually
And he's
do something
insane
on Medicare
along.
for all, it was a choice.
Yeah. Driving down to 50.
Alright.
Subtitles unavailable. Whatever.
Billy Ballantyne. I made Republican sandwiches. Want one?
Your boy Blue.
Yeah.
First game of the day, so easy on. Oh,
Boy Blue and beef stew.
Dirty Dan. Stud muffin. And this fucking map.
All right, here's my drivers.
Fucking civilians, man.
Are the drivers going to start installing here, or?
That's the shot. It was my fault.
I'm not seeing anything. Damn it.
Alright.
Alright. Ooh. Man, beef stew's over here already. Right where we spawned.
Yeah, I killed him. But then I died. Start Muffin killed me.
I'm dead.
Oh, I missed that off, dude. Fuck me, dude.
They're camping. Oh, Jesus.
Those guys are moving faster than the cowboys. I just fucking killed them right there.
All
Jesus
right,
Christ.
graphics driver and GeForce Experience Express. RTX 4090 beyond fast.
And beyond expensive.
Yeah, probably $2,500 easy.
And besides
Billy
that, there's a lot
Valentine.
of complaints because they
Also
are
known
burning
as the
cable.
cuck
They're
Sandy.
running so hot that the
A
cables are
Republican
fucking burning
sandwich
on
is a
them.
deep fried chicken breast between two pieces of cooked dough. But when in red wave land, they just call it a chicken sandwich.
I got you. It's installing my graphics driver. My monitor should blink out here in a second. You guys might see the monitors blink out, you know, maybe.
Of course.
Man, mosquitoes were swarming today after the rain. Oh